So here we are looking at the stern of Nika, and I am just about done with this little project of removing a external motor mount that hung off the end of the boat, and that was for mounting an outboard engine because the inboard engine had vanished from the boat. And this boat has this cool feature which was a real plus when I saw it, that it has this articulating stern door slash ladder so that you can easily enjoy the water. I always thought that was a really neat feature of boats, something I was always a little envious of. As far as blue water boats concerns, many would say it's not as safe for following big seas, that it might break or you might take on water somehow. Maybe it's not as strong and securing as just having an enclosed stern of your boat. But hey, I'm up for trying new things. I think it's a really lovely feature for being anchored, which we're anchored 95% of the time. So, you know, it's all a balance. So I just took off this. That's the motor mount over there. Big, heavy stainless steel rig, and it's unsightly. I hate to see engines hanging off boats. I always think that's a sad feature, that you need to put an outboard engine on your boat. It shows that it's just the boat is in bad shape, and it's basically a urgent measure for being able to maneuver the boat. But I do intend to install the Yanmar 30 horsepower that I just bought. It's I still need to go through it and give it a good cleaning, change the head gaskets and all the gaskets, and even the piston rings. I'm hoping I'll get away with just that, and not having to do a full engine rebuild, which would be the sleeves and the pistons and the rod ends. And the only reason why I'm hoping not to, well, one, for money, but two is availability. I'd have to ship that in. That's heavy, and it's quite expensive. The pistons are expensive, and actually the pistons are the most expensive. The piston rings are not that bad, so I'm just getting a gasket kit and piston rings. Hopefully that's enough, and hopefully the rod end bearings, connecting rod bearings are good, and I can clean the heck out of it, do a valve job, get that boat in here. It's going to go over there in that location, and today I've been cleaning this seal right here. That's a Volvo dripless seal, but it's filthy inside the seal and inside that whole shaft assembly. And it's a little dicey working on that, because you know, that's a potential flooding the boat item. If you get that wrong somehow, you botch one of the components, and then the water's gushing in, and it could be although there's many ways to plug the hole and to pump the water out, etc., but you just don't want to. So working on that is I'm always very careful and slow, and just looking at it and a little bit picking at it at a time. To this little project I've been working on. So I removed the mount, and now I have it just like, I haven't actually deployed the ladder. So let's do that now. Let's see how this is. Okay, so I'll take off this side first. Okay, so now it's only being supported by one line. This looks like it's hanging in the joint. I had this, I could take this off. Okay, pause to the next video.